and you can see now everybody knows this is a Tesla and it's a Model Y. It is not a Model 3. It is not a Cybertruck. It is not a Model X. We know it's a Model Y. Hello and welcome back to another EV John YouTube channel video. You join me here after work on a Friday evening, and we're going to go ahead and take this box of goods I got from Hansshow and do a quick project on my 2024 Model Y. Don't worry, this is not going to be a silly project. I hope you find it to be quite enlightening and fun as we install some illuminated door sills on the Model Y. Let's go. Okay, I've gone ahead and unpacked the kit here and unwrapped it. You can see we have the 4 Model Y black brushed metal sill covers that will illuminate. They all have the plastic over them. They're indicated right front, front left, rear left, and right rear. So they're indicated that right there. They each have a spot. They also have a spot on them right here, which we'll see later on when we install it. So this spot is where these little donuts are going to go, and that will then help us place the magnet in the right spot on the bottom of the door. We also have some clear stickers, some extra batteries, which we should not need, some padding triangles, which we'll take a look at later, and some adhesive promoter, and some spare adhesive and magnets just in case. One thing that they do recommend is that you just take one of the magnets, and we'll take one of these extra ones before you get started and make sure everything illuminates. So let's grab one of those spare magnets and check them out right now. All right, I have one of the magnets. They're very slim, very small magnets. So let's just see. If I push this over this area and then remove it, okay, that does light up. It doesn't show up very well right here. Let's just see again in the camera. If I put this over and I remove it, we can see that is illuminated ever so slightly. Turns off, on, that's off. And then I think that one is illuminating. It's so hard to tell. I should probably do this inside, huh? There we go. That's illuminating nicely. And this one is as well. Let's just double check this last one because I didn't really see. So we have that. And we have that. Nice. They all illuminate super nice. Boy, that's gonna look nice at night. So we know they work. We have everything unpacked. Let's get started with the front door, which should be the easy one, and then we'll go ahead and do the back. Okay, here we are at the front door, and you can see I have the right front, as we can see on the label, and I'm at the front right passenger side of the car. And this, what's great about this is there's my existing sill, which doesn't light up. Here's the new one, and it's literally just going to fit over top and stick. So I don't have to remove the factory one, and I can go back to stock pretty easily. What I don't like about the one that Tesla sells and others have is you have to remove this original one. I prefer not to do that. So with this one, it's great because we can just stick this on and take it off again if we want to later on. Let's start the installation process. First step, let's go ahead and just give a wipe to the sill area and also under the door. I do keep my car pretty clean. It is kind of real life at the end of a week right here, so we do see some dirt, and what are you gonna do, right? But let's just give it a quick wipe and then get to work. Okay, so a little bit of cleaner and a microfiber, made quick work of it. Everything's looking really good. So what we're gonna do here is just set that down. We just need to peel off these two pieces of backing from the tape and then position this and stick it down. So let's see how easy this is to do single-handedly while I'm filming. We got them both started, so easy just to peel off. 1, 2. We'll just turn this over, position it as best as we can. It does want to sit real nice on there, and then just push down. Yeah, that's it. It is on there. Nice. So next thing what we have to do is just grab our magnet, and that is under, taped right on there. So we've grabbed our magnet. We're just going to put this aside for the moment. It can just stick right there. And we want to get our donut and stick our donut right over this. And I'll show you how we're going to use that in just a second. So let's get the donut, which I have right over here on the dirty floor. All right, it's got a sticky side and a not sticky side. Sticky side's going to go up. So it goes right like that. And then we're just going to close the door. So let's just scooch out of the way a second. Let's close the door. Reopen the door. And the ring is gone because the ring is actually now under here. And that is where we're going to put our magnet. So let's get the magnet and stick it there. Okay, we're back, and you can see me. Hello. You can just barely see the ring right there. I have the magnet, and I took the backing off. So we're just going to kind of feel our way to where it goes, right there. We're going to stick that magnet on nice and tight. Great. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take one of the plastic covers, and we're going to take this donut off, and we're going to stick the cover right over it. So let me grab that, and we'll be right back. All right, I'm back with one of the covers. Here is our ring, which we'll peel off ever so gently. And then we know our magnet is right there. So I'm going to do this blind, just with the camera. Feel the magnet. Perfect. We're going to stick this right over just to help keep the magnet on and in place. Let's hope I got that good enough. Great. Perfect. And now for the fun part on this side, let's peel the plastic backing off. That is real sharp. Like, it's hard to see with the reflection, but it is just a beautiful brushed black finish. And now let's go close the door. Take my discarded donut. Let's close the door and let's see how it looks. Door's closed. And it is illuminated, which is beautiful. And we'll come back and check it at night so we can get the full effect. Let's go do the back one. I have everything set up. We're going to start by cleaning, and Bucky here is going to help us because he's our mascot for our Model Y. So we're just going to wipe this down. We're going to do it quickly because we're losing daylight. So we're just going to wipe this down, and then we're going to get to the installation. All right, confines are a little tighter here in the back, but we have our clean sill, we have our plate, and there's no existing plate to go after, so we have to kind of find the right spot. And this does say right rear. And there is kind of, it is curved, and there is kind of a spot that feels like the right one. I'm going to say it's there. And they actually give you some pads to mark that spot. So let me pull those pads out and mark this. All right, I just kind of eyeballed it here. They gave us these pads right here just to kind of help position it where we want. So that's where I want it. It feels like that's a good spot for it. So now what I'm going to do is just turn it over and peel this off. And let's hope this goes okay. Perfect. 1 and 2. Thank you for the help, Bucky. We're getting it. We're winning. We got it. One-handed and filming. But I have Bucky's help. So, not a fair fight. Great. This is ready to stick on with our little corners here, so we know where I wanted it. It just sticks on, and we're just going to push quite a bit. Push down on a nice clean sill. Great. And now we know what to do next is to get our donut, stick it on here, close the door, and place the magnet. Let's grab that donut. Donut acquired. Remember, sticky side up. So we're going to go ahead and position that right there, sticky side up. And I don't know if it matters, but I'm actually going to pull the magnet off of here while I do this. So let's close the door and then reopen and finish up. Let's close the door, reopen. Donut is gone. Let's find the donut underneath and stick it on. Okay, with these tight confines, you're gonna have to take me and Bucky's word for it, but we did get the magnet placed, we did get the donut removed, and we put the clear tape over it. So now we just need to remove our sticky guides, 1 and 2, and then remove our tape. And maybe come back later and remove the sticky residue. That'll be a job for later, over here too. But here we go. We have a beautiful lit up sill. Let's just close the door and see how it works. All right, door is closed. Let's open it up and see. There she is, lit up with a sill. So luxurious, so illuminating. Not a silly still at all. Bucky approves. All right, it's just a little bit while later, but these look so good. I honestly just couldn't wait to show you, and I think it's dark enough you'll see the full effect. So since you last saw me, I did go ahead and I installed these on the driver's side. So I put them on the front and the back door on the driver's side of the car. That went super easy, especially since I wasn't filming. Just took a couple of minutes on each side. But what I'd like to do now is just show you the front door and the back door and how great it looks. All right, here we are in the front door. I'm gonna open it up and we can see the awesome, first of all, the awesome Tesla puddle light. So Tesla sells these on their store online. They're super easy to install. I kind of put these on before I went into the YouTube world. So no video from me on that, but I'm sure there's other ones out there. But here we are. Here's the beautiful Model Y. Let's do again. Let's close the door and open it. Close and open. And you can see now everybody knows this is a Tesla and it's a Model Y. It is not a Model 3. It is not a Cybertruck. It is not a Model X. We know it's a Model Y. This is a really nice brushed metal finish. Lights up nice and clear and white. And I think it just looks wonderful. Let's take a look at the back door as well. Now remember, the back door didn't have anything on there. And you can see, now I don't have Tesla on the back, right? It's just the standard puddle light. But you can see when we open the door, which we'll do again, not only do we have Bucky to greet us, but we have the really nice Model Y sill plate there, illuminated. Absolutely beautiful. So this was a really fun project. I do want to say that I ordered these from Hansshow directly, and I used the code SPOTTED. So I'll put that code in the description, and that is from the Spotted Model channel on YouTube. I recommend follow Dan, Spotted Model on X, and subscribe to his YouTube channel. He makes some great videos, does a lot of really cool things with his Cybertruck and his other Teslas. And that's where I found this. And I saw this and I had to get it. So I used his code. I don't have a code myself, so use that code SPOTTED. You'll get a little bit of a discount and you'll get these awesome illuminated door sills. Also note, for battery savings, they do turn off after a couple minutes because we do need to save those batteries. They're supposed to last a couple of years, but there you go. Lasts long enough here, lights up long enough for the open and close. Okay, folks, it's the next morning and you join me back in the Model Y. I was editing my footage from last night and I realized I didn't have a good outro. So what I'm going to do right now is roll some footage from later in the evening when it's really dark outside and you can see the Tesla puddle lamps light up. You can see the Model Y sill plates illuminate, and it's just a really nice, sharp, and premium look. So I hope you're enjoying that footage. This was a fun project. It really wasn't that difficult to do. I really liked how the new sill plates just fit right on top of the existing ones, and they essentially sit on a little plastic frame. So you can pop the sill plate off to replace the battery if you need to. The batteries themselves should last a couple of years, and they give you lots of extra ones. So really not much to argue about with that kit. Um, really nicely done, and I love that brushed black metal look that they have as well. So great project. Hope you found this to be, useful, entertaining. Remember, if you buy it from Hansshow, use the code SPOTTED to save some money. I did, and it did save me a few dollars, which was great. And that's all. That's the video. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you on another one again soon. Thanks.